Howdy. Well, welcome back to sharing what I learned. The video in the background is a hike I went on a few days ago to Rome. It's definitely one of my favorite places to go. It's just a great hike all around. I'll be making a video on hiking soon probably, but this video, why you should do a competitive sport. I'm a senior this year, and I started swimming for really the first time in my entire life. I knew how to swim already, basically meaning I could like flail in the water and nearly drown getting to the end of the pool. So basically, I was goaded whenever whenever I started. At the start, I never really intended to care too much about it. My whole reason I started was because my two best friends did it, and I wanted to end on a bang with them. I started it, and I slowly got better and better at it. Every day, I would go and swim the laps, learning how swimming worked. I started watching videos on how to improve and whether what I was doing was wrong or right. It was enjoyable to learn, and I really wasn't stressing myself over it too much. I was swimming for about a month before my first meet. Before that first meet, I nearly gave up altogether. I was getting upset at it and really was just unhappy because I felt like there was no reason for me to even be swimming. I was just getting in the pool and wasting 2 hours every day while getting hungry and hungrier by the second. And by the time I ended, I was just starving and exhausted. But after that first meet, my whole outlook changed. I went to the meet and and I completed every goal I had set for myself. And these goals were not very high ones. One was to not get last, and I completed that by getting second to last. Another goal was to get a very mediocre time on the 100 yard. And I also did that, but I was really happy with it since I had actually done those goals. I had worked to achieve something, and I had something physically there saying I did this thing. Now, why does it matter if it is competitive? Because right now it seems like I'm just yapping your head off about me while avoiding the video title. The reason it matters is since if it is a competition, you have everything set. So let me explain. So with the swim meets, I couldn't just like move the date and be like, well, there's no way I can get this goal on get this goal time on the 100 yard right now. So I'm just gonna move it back a week before I try. But since it is set, it forces you to do. That's in my opinion the word of the day is do. You have set dates for when to do it and accomplish these things. You've set times or challenges and people to strive to beat next time you compete. The main thing is you have just one time, one moment to make all the hours of training worth it, to actually do it. Now this may seem very stressful, and yeah, it is very stressful. But from doing this every time, you learn to not freak out under that sort of pressure. You learn to stay calm, and no matter what sort of competition you do, whether it be a chess match or a wrestling meet or even these swim meets, you always need to stay calm to to be or play the best you can. Staying calm is the way that you become better. Everyone says that pressure makes diamonds, but really, to me, you were always a diamond. Just being under that stress broke you open and showed the crystalline structure inside that average looking rock outside. You are a geode. You just had to be cracked open to show the beauty inside. Recently, I had read a book called The Midnight Library. It is a book about a woman who goes to a library filled with books, which are all different lives she could have lived if she chose different choices somewhere along the path. In the library, there's a life for anything she could have dreamed of. In some, she was an Olympic swimmer. In others, world-class musician. Others, glaciologist. In some, homeless and living on the streets. In some, friends and family died, and in others, they still lived. Yet every life she experiences isn't just a life she could be living. She is living those lives. She is all of those things, and she has the potential to be all of those things. The idea that you don't just have the chance to be whatever you want, but that you are, everything you dream of is very motivating to me. In one of my lives, I am a world-class swimmer. It's just in this one I chose to be something else. It's very motivating to me to think that I can literally anything I dream of, I can I can be it if I just choose the right things and go on the right path. Now, why bring this book up is because exactly as I just said, it is because from doing this competitive sport of swimming and making it competitive, I realized that I am all of those incredible things, and I am all of those sad things. Whenever I started, I never knew I was a great swimmer, but now I'm going to state here in a few weeks. Now, from doing this competitively, I realized that I am whatever I want to be. I just haven't done what I need to prove I am. I am a famous musician. I am an Olympic swimmer. I am everything all at once. You watching this video are no different. You are everything all at once. You are a pro wrestler, a neurosurgeon, the president, an astronaut. Whatever your dream is, you are that thing. You aren't just going to maybe become that one day. That is what you are. You just haven't done the right choices to get there yet. But you can. If I had never done swim, I would I would have never truly experienced that book. I read it and I really enjoyed it first. But until I lived, until I did, I didn't truly understand. I didn't truly take it to heart. If I didn't do swim competitively, I never would have understood that me and you and everybody is amazing. It's just not everybody knows they are yet. So, I challenge you to do. Go do something competitive. See how good you can get. Get under that pressure and just be cracked open by it. Seize the moment and show yourself your true nature. We are all world class humans. It is just some don't know it yet. That's my message. Go do. Thank you. See you next time. P.S. If you liked the video but don't know what to do now, I have a list of things you can do in the description. Go check it out. Now I'm actually gonna leave. See ya. Have a good one.